Sogakope is quite a small town in the South Tong district in the Volta region of Ghana. In fact, the international highway from Togo through to Ivory Coast passes through here in Sogakope. Behind me is the Sogakope Bridge. So I begin my tour of the Volta region of Ghana from here, Sogakope. It's the Anga for tour and it's brought to you by Anga, Mama's Helping Hand, Ilele.
So, the reactions are,
Yes, people are really loving it. So, what do you think? It's the same reaction everywhere. It's official. The food revolution is here. Cooks and households everywhere are scrambling for Anga shrimp cubes.
Are you there?
Anga, Mama's Helping Hand.
Ka awara tane la goro lobo ka ima ko na nyaba nuka Anga ma jirum la fima e vivina na pade chi ko menye nya view yo no na irere Anga.
Anga Mama's Helping Hand, Ilele.
Medima papa mu de tinami. Akpa fresh la ma floy. Mazan eti joju. Acho clef.
Ako the silver.
Afina ba to spices so ginger, garlic, onion. Ako season fine.
Ako Anga sizzle. Ako kodem. Ne center na no fifi na nya be ko Anga sizzle ko ndame.
Tana wo vonana ma ni wona stew vide afina kochi deji na stew wa ma aza Anga stew 3 mixer akwa wo stew alaba garlic lemon onion ha lemon afia kochi deji tana de chiaba bivo afina ko akpamumu ya na season dadi a ple Anga akwa dem atu sabala nto wa mafun akwa de chiama na la ready voila awo papo shito adareji gala set de chia bivo Anga Mama's Helping Hand, Ilele.
All right, so yes, I'm in Sogakope. Well, it's actually Sogakope. You know, the P here is pronounced, it's something in between an F and an H. Sogakope. All right, so my guest is Auntie Akpene.
Apene.
There you go, Apene. See? All right, Auntie Apene, Akwaba. Auntie Apene. Then I the one you are amaye.
Tilapia.
Unya then.
Tilapia.
I like how they say it here. See the local, well, this isn't exactly the local name, but this is how they would say, the locals will say tilapia. Tilapia. I love it. Yeah, can Agbemu saying? Aqua. I know mumu would be so because mumu is fresh. Tilapia is aqua, but you know, yes, aqua mumu, but you know, mumu is fresh, and so we're having aqua mumu dechi. Yes, dechi kpl3 then.
Kokonte Kpl3.
Kokonte Kpl3. So we're gonna have fresh tilapia soup with Kokonte Kpl3. Kokonte Kpl3 is just kokonte. Here in the Volta region, if you hear, you know, a lot of plants is, you know, it's just something that's like banku, that's prepared like banku, you know, the procedure is just the same. So we have Kokonte Kpl3, we have Ewok Kpl3, we have Awok Kpl3, we have, you know, several plants. But today we're having akpa mumu dechi, which is fresh tilapia soup with Kokonte Kpl3. That's just your kokonte. By now, you should know how to prepare your kokonte. Otherwise, go to foodgh.com. That's our Anga recipe page, and then you can find out how to prepare your Kokonte Kpl3 or your kokonte. So we're preparing that, somewhere, behind us. But the scenery here is just fantastic. Behind me, you see a part of the Volta Lake. Isn't it beautiful? Anyway, Auntie Apena, let's start here.
Bamia, ya flonla.
Afimia
ko astimila. Kafimia ko potashi.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna steam the tilapia, the akpamumu, so that we'll have our dechi, which is the soup. All right, so it's akpamumu dechi Kokonte Kpl3 here in Sogakope. Akpamumu dechi is fresh tilapia soup. So if I say akpamumu dechi Kokonte Kpl3, it's fresh tilapia soup and Kokonte Kpl3. Oh my goodness. Look, that's so huge. This is what I want. I love tilapia. I'm sure everybody knows that by now. And this is what I want when the meal is done. That's our tilapia.
Yajo wonga mya a bloom. Afiajo ejekpri. Matosi antrole.
Akpe. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. All right. So, she's settled for the Anga 3 mix. Yes, I'll go for that when I'm steaming my tilapia, because that has garlic, onions, and ginger. I should also talk to you about the new Anga chicken tablet. You're gonna love this. You know what your shrimp tablet does in your stews and your soups? When you want the shrimp flavor and taste, you use your Anga shrimp tablet or your Anga shrimp powder. But now we introduce the newest member to the Anga family, and it's our Anga chicken tablet. This is fantastic. It's going to give you the real chicken flavor and taste. So you're preparing your chicken, soups or stews. You want to grill your chicken. You know how we do it. Get your Anga chicken tablet. All right, so this is interesting. Even though we're steaming our tilapia, our akpamumu, our fresh tilapia, Auntie Apena is also dicing some tomatoes. Na adena into so ode can we steaming.
Debia we na ju tomatoes.
Momo de no ye akpamumu na just amo de tomatoes in je ne ka home. Anyway, you see, sometimes you think you know how to prepare, a soup or stew, and then we go, to a particular region, of the country, and we find that they have, a totally different way of doing this. And this is just one good example. Here in Sogakope, capital of the South Tongu district in the Volta region of Ghana, we're preparing akpamumu dechi fresh tilapia soup. Ordinarily, you wouldn't do that when you're steaming your meat or your fish, you see, but that's a different way they go about it here in Sogakope. I just love your words here, but I'm only, what I'm doing is, I think I've just massacred all the ever words I've pronounced today in Sogakope. Alright, so you notice you use just a bit of salt because your Anga seasonings have some amount of salt in them. Alright, so we're done seasoning the akpamumu. I guess that's the besija so let's just see. Alright, so notice we don't have we actually barely have water in here. We barely have water in here. It's just a little. I have to tilt the pan before you can even trace, whatever water we have in here. This is fresh fish. You don't need too much water to steam. All right, okay. So that's it. Our tilapia on fire. Akpamumu dechi Kokonte Kpl3 here in Sogakope. Ma, then yeah, babe. With the kakadro kakab, of course. We have some ground ginger, garlic kakadro no garlic Okay. Oh, there's some garlic here. Some onions. Oh, okay. That's just right. So you saw earlier we used our Anga 3 mix, ginger, garlic, onions. So that would also complement your natural ginger, garlic, and onions. Okay, so this is apamumu dechi. Enti a fresh tilapia soup. Na soup sa ya be froye kakran sa ya din su egumu. Sa na momo ye nkwan na wa ha. There you go. You think you know how to prepare your, fresh tilapia soup. Well, you don't know it the Sogakope way. Here, you know, when your tilapia is steaming on fire, you have to prepare a bit of, you know, some stew, you know, or sauce. We'll see how it's done. Yeah, Shay. Okay, so as you would go about preparing your regular stew, some onions, now it's not hatchet. So hey, Anna, we free. Hey, into what Maya saying?
6.
Hey, remember here na ma here.
Remember 4, about 2.
Ma 2. Oh, okay. I see. Ain't you know, apamumu dechi no, edem biom na yetimi didi.
Obetu mi ade benku.
Benku benku no mo kan benku na akple wa ho. Makpla. Can be makpla. See? Makpla. I love it. All right, so some oil. All right, so I told you, even though we're preparing fresh tilapia soup here, it's done quite differently. You have to prepare some stew. Na me who say koto bi so wa say koto ye kan say nkra wo agala ne de beka akpamumu ne ho. Oh we're going. Oh yeah, the best in the account. Okay, of course, you know there's a lot of seafood here because of the Volta Lake, and so you know it's only right that we have, you know, more than just fresh tilapia. And so in this case we have some crabs. They're good crustaceans, and so you have some iodine here, you have some iron here, you know, they're good. And you have say more afasha mudi, more festival amudi yede. Sokpe. Tochogbe.
Oyaba soso.
I say saying Tochogbe.
Tochogbe. Yam penny for but chance.
On be trans, you know. Okay. Now so ne. So, but also back so penny a day.
So pay your crocus.
Tochogbe. It's you know, Agbaja unim sa. Sambi sakakame. Hey, Michelle, man, now per life. This is a former champion. You can tell. To see an answer, what Jojo old age, you know, has just made her simmer down a bit. All right, so yes, now we can add our tin tomatoes. Yeah, okay, that's just what she said in it. All right, okay, so again, this is very interesting because even though we're preparing fresh tilapia soup, the base of the soup, you know, is prepared as a stew. All right, so you saw that she added some blended tomatoes and pepper, and that's why we have our stew like this. Okay, wow. Also the meko kakwa bi gu apamumu ne so ho. Ada meko na be ma na yedan.
Amakonu. Ehia hu na ewomu na.
Hwamu na ebe ma na ayehwam kama. Enti aduane we aduane amudi no se ebi awia na enwumre.
Ebetumi ade
Kokonte Kpl3
and ebetumi ade ne wia. Ebetini adu na ba tutu.
Me dey no kwa na come pe no. We dey say ya na mudi no. Me dey come pe breakfast. You know, I like heavy breakfast, you know. We're preparing apamumu dechi Kokonte Kpl3. All right, then I say how do you go no?
Garlic.
Oh, okay, this is some garlic. Oh, I love that she's used a lot of garlic. This is good for you. If you want to prevent cardiovascular diseases, you know, you want to reduce your risk of cardiovascular diseases, you should, you know, consume a lot of garlic. And then now ginger. Garlic, you can't like baby saying.
Garlic, you come here.
Whatever that is.
Garlic is
garlic, you come here. All right, and then some ginger. Ginger knows what I do. No can say.
Yeah, agumetakui come here. Agumetakui.
All right, so some garlic and some ginger in there. This soup, this akwamumu dechi, this fresh tilapia soup will be good. So anyway, it's Anga and we're in Sogakope, capital of the South Tongan district in the Volta region of Ghana, and with Auntie Apene. And we're preparing akwamumu dechi Kokonte Kpl3. Anga brought to you by Anga, Mama's helping hand, Ilele.
Mommy, can I help? Can I also help? What is this?
It's Anga.
What does it do?
It's the key to delicious food.
Anga gives any dish such a great taste and unique flavor that every meal is a special treat.
Can I help?
Always when the food is ready.
Anga, Mama's helping hand. And now, introducing the 50-gram sachet, which gives you more.
Majema kwa akpade chinami. Akpade chine bi afuya. Elebe na fotene nla. Yena fotene evo. Na teta gbona nla na dan anganya chama kata na di. Echifafa rono na mo dogo la manyu fine. Yo dogo vo. Na ginger viade, garlic viade. Ka acho onga kokpi. A spice nla nyu fine. Tin tomatoes kle local one viane chake. Spices ga ha mayiga onga viane ha ga ha mayiga. Ye de chale joji etotomu. Nueko, echifufu aravana me ne chia fuvo kanko. Onto na ji sabala, a chunuire rorora nu akorame. Ka pakoshito ademo onungo ne nyi fine. Ka na pobe de chia fu chivoko. Eranla demo reka. Ano joji abada ba fufu o mo wore noko. Ka afufu sliver ko, elu dara anyigba. Ka awore tane lolololo goro lobo. Ka ima iko na nyaba nuka. Onga ma jirum la fima. E vivina na kpade chi ko menye nya view. Yo no na irere onga.
All right, so you're welcome back, and yes, I'm in Sogakope, where Auntie Apende is preparing apamumu dechi Kokonte Kpl3. So we're moving on. Then you may who say yeah, cotton wa say what's cotton you kind of same aganla. We're gonna add some aganla.
Nyata chaka pamumu. Be anu na vivi dechi.
You know what she said. All right, so we're just gonna add some aganla. Okay, so now one can now be tasty. Mommy be oh really? All right, I thought we're in this together. Hey, what kata sampa? But I wish you could just inhale. I knew it. I wish you could inhale, you know, what I'm inhaling here. It's amazing. The ginger, the garlic, the Anga 3 mix. Oh my goodness. All right, so you better my way. So emuna benka. Can we cotton put the enchana and yeah, there you go. So now, of course, our fresh tilapia is done already. This is why I don't like to talk because I salivate. Wait. All right, so we're fetching the steamed tilapia, apamumu, fresh tilapia. Of course, you know this is very soft. It's fresh fish, very soft. So you want to be careful, and especially with tilapia. Oh, and are you gonna add the stock? What is stock never come home? Fish, tilapia stock is yes. So this is why our apamumu dechi has become a soup. You know, earlier it started like a stew, and you know, I advised that we all, you know, waited to see, and indeed it has turned out to be a soup after all. She just poured the stock of the fresh tilapia we steamed. This is going to be so good.
If you match onga demon.
Okay. Shrimp, monko.
Monko butter demon.
That's right. All right. So she's now going to, you know, add her onga shrimp tablets and the yemfengume. Okay. There you go. All right. So she's just going to crush some, a bit of the onga shrimp tablets. In fact, just one of it into our apamumu dechi. This would be great. But I should also talk to you about the new Anga chicken tablet. And this is just fantastic. You know what your shrimp tablet does in your soups and your stews. And in this case, if you want that chicken flavor and taste and aroma, you should use your Anga chicken tablet. And of course, this also has some iodine in it because it has some salt content. So yeah, go for your Anga chicken tablet. All right, so that's it. Apamumu is
Deshi.
Apamumu dechi. Fresh tilapia soup is just about done. Kokonte Kpl3. I get the signal. It's also just about done. So when we come back, you know, it's the Anga Volta and we're in Sogakope and with Auntie Afene. Anga Volta brought to you by Anga, Mama's helping hand. Amen. Amen. I like that. Ilele will be back.
So the reactions are
Yes, people are really loving it. So what do you think? It's the same reaction everywhere. It's official. The food revolution is here. Cooks and households everywhere are scrambling for Anga shrimp cubes.
Are you there?
Anga, Mama's helping hand.
Ka awore tane la goro lobo ka ima ko na nyaba nuka Anga ma jirum la fima e vivina na pade chi ko menye nya view yo no na irere Anga.
Voila, our meals are done. Kokonte Kpl3 done. Apamumu dechi is also done. It's basically fresh tilapia soup. I'm salivating. I really am. A fresh tilapia soup because the garlic and the onions and the ginger and the Anga 3 mix. Oh my goodness. And then Apamumu dechi Kokonte Kpl3. Kase
Me da Apamumu dechi Kokonte Kpl3.
All right, so Salam has joined us. Is that your mother?
Yes.
That's your mom?
Yes.
I see. So that's Auntie Akpene's daughter. Oh, she tells me she has 2 girls and 4 boys.
Yes.
Okay, so you're one of the girls.
Yeah.
All right, you're welcome to the Anga Volta. So tell her to serve us in Eve.
Apene, if you for me.
Hey, Apene. Hey, you're calling your mother. I call my mother Esther. I do. You there, this is your mother, so you eat this at home every day. Oh, have you seen my tilapia? Yay! Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Kokonte Kpl3. All right, so this is our Kokonte Kpl3. So if you don't know how to prepare your Kokonte Kpl3, go to foodgh.com and then you find a lot of Anga recipes. All right, so you've washed your hands. I've washed mine. Okay, so let's dig in. Of course, hard work pays. No weapon fashioned against my frequency. Shall prosper. Okay. All right, so I'm going to eat more fish than people. Do you know that? Everything look. Everything.
Anga na the chef film. Every pa. Mi Anga
seti. Enya sepa. I'm a salmon Anga. No, I don't.
Keep talking.
Never I want to see Anga. Quipole.
Hey.
Anu mamlokata lem. Kakebe aplekwa fle na kwa poteshi.
Abeteshi.
Na kwa poteshi.
Ala bena enwo vivi na kwenda mokwa.
All right, so that's it. Apamumu dechi Kokonte Kpl3 in Sogakope with Auntie Afene and Salam. Anga Volta brought by Anga, Mama's helping hand. Ilele. No amen.
Amen.
Anga mama se piha elele.
Ka awore tane lolololo goro lobo. Ka ima ko na nyaba nuka. Anga ma jirum la fima. Vivi na nakpade chi komenye nya view. Yo no na irere. Anga.